What's up? We are. Uh-oh, do I still need charge there? You got enough?
I'm gonna.
What's going on, folks? How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, and we are doing dessert. We're chefing dessert tonight. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah.
What are we making? What did we make this morning in practice? Get your hands out of me.
Olive oil cake.
That's right. So we're gonna make an olive oil cake tonight, which is my wife Hannah's favorite, top 5 desserts, right?
Yeah.
Top 5 favorite desserts.
Add fruit salad.
And then the chefs here are making a nice fruit salad. You can see Freddie's honing in his crinkle cut bananas. That's going to be hitting the menu at La Pigeon when we get back, definitely. Crinkle cut bananas are definitely a new thing. A couple of things. So instead of Sunday at noon, we're doing it tomorrow at noon. We're making our Easter dish. Actually, all of the dishes we've done this week are technically Easter worthy. Today, olive oil cake. If you make it tonight, if you follow along, or if you make it tomorrow, it will eat really great if you're having an Easter brunch. So we added a little bit of cardamom as a nice spice. We also added cornmeal. You can just substitute almond flour, or if you want to make this a gluten-free dish, there's a lot of flour substitutes. Thomas Keller has one called a cup for cup, which is literally a cup of that versus a cup of flour. And so you can make this gluten-free if you'd like. The whipped cream is really fun. It's a little thing that I love to do with whipped cream is you can add flavored oils. Well, you got to cut these up more. So for this, we're gonna fold in some olive oil. But a couple of options I like to do also are pumpkin seed oil in the fall. Pumpkin seed oil you will turn it this really wonderful green color. Or at Whole Foods, there's an item they have. It's called roasted peanut oil. And it has the nuttiest, most delicious aroma and flavor. And so if you fold some of that into your whipped cream using the same technique we're using with olive oil, it can yield a wonderful dessert dish.
And I like to put cooking lavender in my whipped cream.
And Hannah loves lavender in her whipped cream. We did the steak dish, which will translate in perfect to brunch if you wanted to make the hollandaise or the potatoes. And then tomorrow we're going to be making crepes with ham and cheese and peas. And someone asked about not wanting to use peas because they don't like peas. I would substitute any green spring vegetable, but chopped asparagus comes to mind if you don't like peas. Also in tomorrow's recipe, if you can't get oyster mushrooms, feel free to use any sort of mushroom. All right, so let's start talking about dessert. As Gus told you earlier, we made an olive oil cake earlier because we don't have that much time. I'm going to take you through making it and baking it. I'm going to put it in the oven, but I don't know how this is going to turn out, but this is our springform pan, which we'll go into later. And I'm just going to go ahead and...
You guys, it's a kid's knife. Relax. It's not going to hurt him. And if it does, he'll be okay.
Someone freaking out about the knife?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So... the pan's broken, so we duct tape it, just so you know. So even us James Beard award-winning chefs have to use duct tape on our cooking items every once in a while. So I am not a baker by any means, guys.
That smells good.
And I'm excited to see how this looks. Okay, that's the bottom with a nice sugar crust there. And then that's the top.
That looks
It's
really
perfectly
good,
on this
Dad.
plate.
Yeah, that is.
It looks really good.
Before we go any further, to make sure that it's worth our time, I think what we should do, because we've been waiting all day for this, so you can see that's really nice and moist in there.
Can I try?
Yeah. The cardamom is amazing. The cornmeal yields a wonderful texture.
This is good.
Yeah. And you'll see the sugar crust on the bottom.
How is it, Freddie?
The cardamom with the cornmeal and this nice sugar crust on the bottom, which we'll get to in just a second, is stunning. This nice moist cake paired with some fresh fruit combo and whipped cream is going to be amazing. So let's go ahead and start making it. So the first thing we need to do...
Should I come on that side of you?
Sure. I'm going to rinse this morning's pan out and dry it. It's a little oily. I think that's a good thing, right?
Freddie and Gus, I cut off the legs of Freddie's pants and they're wearing them as arm guards.
I take mine off.
I took them off.
They're hard to get off of me.
Okay, don't put them in the cooking area. Put them behind you. Okay, so we've got, this is called a springform pan, and what it does is here's the bottom, it detaches, and then it goes around and it shuts, and it latches here, and that way you can take your cake off. However, our springform pan is broken. I did go to the restaurant to try and nab one, and we just don't really have any functional ones. So if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know not everything works the way it's supposed to. This is parchment paper. You got a bunch right there in your salad. I'm just going to cut a circle.
Megan and John are watching, and Bodie and Dane. Hi guys. Say hi, cousins.
Hi.
Flip it over. And then I'm going to drop this right like such. Like this. We've got this great ring that fits in there.
Jen's watching.
Where'd that tape go?
Oh, I put it away.
Oh, you didn't realize that was one of the ingredients in the dinner today,
I
did you?
just was like, well, who has my duct tape and why is it out?
So if you guys have ever wondered, will duct tape hold at 400 degrees? The answer is yes. A little known fact is that you can bake saran wrap, plastic wrap, will hold at 350 degrees too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
So we're just gonna...
Mimi's watching.
Me?
Yeah.
We're
So-
just gonna go ahead and duct tape this.
Because the latch doesn't hold.
Yeah. And we don't want it to profesh. Alright, so I'm just gonna take just a wee touch of this oil here. Drizzle it in this pan.
Here's my fruit salad.
Nice, that was good cuts, man.
It's good.
You know what you want to do with that fruit, though? You want to macerate it.
What's that for?
Well,
Watch it.
good thing. Just a wee touch of that.
Sugar.
Yeah, you want to...
Now mix it together, Freddie.
So then I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons or so, maybe, call it 3, of sugar.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Oh, someone said their family's cooking's gotten better since they started watching us.
Awesome. So you see I've got this nice sugar on the bottom with the olive oil. That's a good banana, son. Okay, and I'll just save this for later.
Can I put this in like the fridge or something to save it for after dinner?
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be-
Now what we're going to do, we're going to mix our dry ingredients. I've got the flour, 2 cups of cake flour. All purpose is fine if you don't have cake flour.
Can you mix them just like right here? So I'm
Yeah.
not filming our dirty sink.
This is 1/3 cup of cornmeal. Like I said, almond flour will work. This is a fine cornmeal. And what I did is, I couldn't find fine cornmeal. Just I put regular cornmeal in the blender and it made it fine. Salt, baking soda, baking powder, a little bit of cardamom. It's, you know, I can't remember what I wrote in the recipe, but if you like that flavor, then put a little bit more in it, and if you don't...
What about nutmeg? Could you put nutmeg in?
Yeah, sure.
That was my own question.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yes, nutmeg would be wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix, we have some liquids here that we want to mix together.
Can I mix the liquids?
We've got some vanilla extract.
Can I mix the next liquid?
Yes. I didn't have white wine or pear nectar, so we had this sherry left over from the last time.
There's wine in that?
It's cooking wine.
That we did this, so you want to hold that out? Oh, that's a half tablespoon.
Can you leave out cornmeal? It's hard to find in Portland right now.
Cornmeal is hard to find in Portland. Sure. Yeah.
You don't need it for the recipe?
Polenta, if you can find polenta, go ahead, dip one. I mean, you would have to put it in. We're going to do 6 half tablespoons. Oh wait, shoot, we don't want to do that. Here, sorry, I got off track. We're putting the wet ingredients. Yeah, we're putting the wet ingredients together. Don't do what we just did. 2. Baking's not a science, right? It's just like cooking.
I think that's good because we put 2 in there.
Yeah, good. All right.
Can I pour this in? Or
No,
can we
we're
just
gonna
sit
wait. We're gonna wait till later. So the next thing we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put that sugar in there.
All of it?
Yep. And then we're gonna crack these eggs into there.
Okay, do you want to... so all of the recipes are saved on the highlights on Instagram. We're making the olive oil cake right now.
Get it all in
And
there.
I can just pin it
Oh, all of it?
Yeah.
because somebody taught me how. Gus,
Yeah? Oh.
Just like when we're watching a movie. Here, crack that one in there.
Okay.
Good job. And then this is Meyer lemons. If you can't get Meyer lemons, regular lemons will work, but these are around right now. This is they're in their peak. And the Meyer lemon is just, it's a little bit sweeter, less tart, much more perfume on it. The zest, smell that. Does that smell like lemon candy? You want to smell my lemon candy? Don't touch it, just smell it.
who is Yessie Yames? It says, Katie's making a chocolate lavender olive oil cake, and this Yessie Yames is making falafel with us right now.
Oh, nice.
Can I do that? Or is that
I have a job for you in just a second, okay? So I'm putting the zest of this lemon in here. We're gonna save this for later. And then
That smells so good.
I'm gonna have Gus.
Yum.
What we're gonna do,
Can I do that?
yeah,
Do you have to get all that in there?
we're gonna, oh, by the way, we found our mixer beater. It was out in the front yard. The kids were playing with it. Just mix it around, okay?
Yeah, we found the beaters in the rose garden.
We're gonna take this to what's called the ribbon stage. So this is gonna take a couple minutes, and you'll see. Here, you want these eggshells for your recipe, chef? Keep going. I'm gonna juice this Meyer lemon in here. We want 3 tablespoons, or about the juice of 1. I know I cracked them all, son. I'm sorry. And I squeeze it into my hand with my fingers so that I catch the seeds. That looks good, Gus. Keep going a little bit, okay? Wonderful. So this egg mixture is going to get pale. It's going to thicken up.
It's pretty pale and thick.
What we're doing is we're taking it to what's called the ribbon stage. So
Can
that
I-
you want a little bit more. This gives your cake structure by putting air and the density into it so that it's not going to fall flat. If you just mixed in eggs and a bunch of sugar and oil, then it would be a flatter cake. You saw how puffy and moist that cake that we had was. I'm tipping this just like this so that it gets a better beat. You can see it kind of. And then the cool thing we're going to do, can you keep going, Gus? Now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate the oil. And now this is not fancy olive oil. Where'd you get this, honey? It's Costco?
Costco.
So this is just simple olive oil from Costco. It smells fruity. What you want is not something that's too peppery. I love the Cat's brand oil, which I put in the recipe, but I just didn't have time to go down to Real Good Foods and pick some up for my friend Jim. So I'm going to add a little bit extra because when I tasted that, I just wanted a touch more, and I stole a little bit for that pan. So we've done this technique before. We're going to make an emulsification. This looks a lot like the eggs or the béarnaise sauce we made a couple days ago. Eggs are an emulsifier. Oil needs to be emulsified in. So we're going to just slowly pour it in while Gus mixes it here. And this is essentially the same technique as the béarnaise or making an aioli or making the Caesar dressing. I know it's going to sound gross, but we're making essentially a sugar mayonnaise right here.
What?
That does sound gross. Let's not use that phrase again. We'll edit that out.
Sugar mayo?
Yeah.
Wait, what are we making?
Sugar mayonnaise.
Well, the cake tasted good.
That's the attitude, son.
Move your mixer over a little bit. Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's the action shot, Gus.
Oh, it's getting really thick.
Left-handed for so
Is there a white wine or pear substitute?
I just use sherry.
Yeah.
If you have any booze around, water, apple juice, orange juice, Bloody Marys.
Bloody Marys. You want me to hold you and film this at the same time?
That's pretty hard to do.
Can I unplug this, guys?
What do you want me to pick you up for?
Can I unplug this or do
No,
we
we're
need
going to use it one more time.
Oh, yay.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to mix this batter up.
Can I pour this in when
Okay.
we need to?
And what we're going to do is we're going to add these ingredients in 3 additions.
Sorry, I had to pick up Freddie.
And what we want to do is we want to add in 3 additions, so we're going to add...
Can I mix it though?
You want to mix it like this. I'm going to have you... Do you know... in your math, do you know what 1/3 of that is? Can you use your eyeballs to measure what 1/3 of... Hey, off the counter, Zuby.
He's not going to get off the counter.
I know. Okay,
I don't know what that means.
so divide that with your eyes into 3, right? It's not perfect, doesn't be perfect math.
What does that mean? Like, make it.
So pour in
Just pour in a little bit
a
of
little
it.
bit of that, yeah. A little bit more. Great. And so we're going to mix that in. And what we're doing, the reason that we mix it in thirds like that is because we want that mixture, the liquid, to be absorbed with the dry ingredients. If we just did it all at once, it wouldn't have time to absorb. So we want to,
Do we need to pour a little more in?
what we're going to do, okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Good.
That was good.
Who wants to taste the batter before I put it in the pan? You wanna
Oh
taste
my
the batter,
God,
Freddie?
people are going to yell at us.
For what?
For letting our kids eat raw eggs.
What do you mean? Look, mayonnaise and steak tartare and...
It's the fun of baking a cake.
That's true.
I mean, we're using farm fresh pasture raised eggs, so if you got a
Perfect.
problem with them eating it raw, then tune out. All right, go ahead, one more time. Go ahead, Gus.
Like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of this?
all of it, yeah. Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah.
The lemon
really
juice.
good. I
the
smelled
vanilla.
it.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Okay.
Also, I kind of like mayonnaise.
Oh, really?
All right, people are supporting the raw egg.
Okay, good. Okay, so we've got this
Yay.
nice batter right here. Okay. We're gonna come right over here. Or actually, you know, I'll have Hannah come right over here.
Oh, Lord.
Hard to.
And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna. Ready?
Can I do it?
Oh, hey, you know what? I need first.
Can I pour it in there?
Taste it and tell me if it's good, okay?
I'm gonna go get some water.
Here, guys, taste it first. You got thumbs up from Chef Freddy.
That is really good.
Oh, wow. Gus is
You
a
guys can have the bowl after I'm done.
hard customer to please sometimes.
Oh.
Put that in the sink, son.
No.
Freddy seems to be a pretty easy
Here,
customer.
Here, eat this. You don't want it?
Oh, someone says eating a raw egg every day is good for your skin.
Yeah, Rocky did it.
Yes, well, we'll do anything that Rocky Balboa does.
Okay, so there's our batter.
All right.
And what I'm going to do is put it in the oven at 400 degrees here, and I'm immediately going to drop it down to 350.
If somebody doesn't have a springform pan,
Just use a cake pan or anything, and
Yeah.
you just cut around. You can, yeah. So I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes.
don't worry, Sharon. These are all going on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube Cooking with the Ruckers, no G, Cooking, with the Ruckers, and you can see it on YouTube.
15, 20 minutes.
We got an Ethernet cable, so they're loading faster.
Oh, God, dang it.
I know this. I don't know how to use this timer either. All right, we won't watch Gabe struggle here with the timer. We'll just watch Freddie.
What time do you need?
What are you cooking, Freddie?
What time do you need?
Are you drinking the cream sherry?
No.
You better not be.
Great. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make this nice little pear compote.
Do not open that.
Oh, here. Put this stuff away.
Do you want me to over here now, babe?
Yeah. Oh, look, the cake is done.
We don't know how to use our oven timer.
Apparently not. I did it this morning really well. Like, really good job.
What time did you set it for?
Or, well, I want it set for 20 minutes. Do you want to take this?
Gus, what are some of your favorite foods? Somebody wants to know.
Pasta, chicken pot pie, potatoes. I love potatoes. Like what?
What
You
about-
like broccoli?
Oh yeah, I love broccoli. Asparagus.
Carrots?
Oh yeah, I like carrots.
Raw
Salmon.
onions.
Salmon, I love salmon.
Yeah, we had salmon last night. That was
Fish
yummy.
sticks,
Yeah, fish sticks are
French
good.
So-
fries, hamburgers.
All of it.
Man, you like a lot of stuff, huh?
Salad.
Oh yeah, I love salad. The salad that Papa makes.
Freddie, people want you back at your soup station, okay? Get back to work.
Oh, he's working.
What's he doing?
He is peeling.
You gonna eat that lemon on camera?
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta taste it. So, hey, now is a
I'll
great
taste
time.
it. You taste it, Freddie.
I just want to let you guys know we're doing another pan giveaway. We're going to announce the winner on Easter Sunday at noon. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all either eating your brunch or cooking. We'll have you tune in. And all you have to do to win a Finex pan this week is just show us a picture. Send it to us and tag Finex and Rucker Gabriel in it. And just show us a picture of the stuff you've been cooking in quarantine and time you've been spending with your family, and write a little caption of why you deserve or think you guys deserve that Finex pan. And we'll pick a winner and we'll announce it at noon on Easter.
Because we
So
like cooking cake.
So this is a I make sculptures. So this is one of my sculptures. It's scrap metal.
These are my Lego sculptures.
And these are Gus's Lego sculptures. But yeah, so that's just, I don't know, it's art. It doesn't really have a purpose. The stove is American range. A lot of people ask that.
yeah, well, it looks better than it works though.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's because it's from like a,
It's because it's infrared heat.
yeah.
Wait,
Which
it
is-
wasn't.
We don't love it, but it's amazing.
love the top.
Yeah, we love the top
I
a lot.
Yeah, that makes a really.
But you know,
good
we've
quesadilla
had
on
lots
it.
of stoves,
Oh, yeah.
lots of stoves, and they all work for cooking, no matter how crappy they are.
Dad makes really good quesadillas on the stove.
We used to have a stove that would electrocute your dad.
Oh, that one at
Every time he'd pull a sheet pan out, there was a wire hanging down. It was like a stove from the 50s.
The one at Brooklyn? No, this is kind of sharp. So these are the pears. I like a Boss, but any nice ripe pear that you have will do. And we're just gonna make, so with this cake, I'm not a big person. I don't love like lots of frosting. Buttercream's not my jam, but I do love whipped cream. I have a whipped cream tattoo. It says stiff peaks, even though that's a little bit more than you want to whipped cream. I also just felt like medium peaks wasn't that cool of a tattoo.
Medium peaks.
So any to put whipped cream on cake, I am game for it. So
I don't really like a lot of frosting either. I don't really like frosting.
Do you like whipped cream though?
I like cake more than frosting.
I said, did you like whipped cream?
Yes, I love whipped cream.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so in order to have that whipped cream and cake find a balance and a harmony, what we want to do is we want to add a fruit element to this.
Like that? With like lime?
Yeah, you can go over and cut one of these up.
What are you making, Freddie?
Can I cut one of those?
Give
Hey.
half to Freddie, Gus. Or here, do you want to cut
Don't
it
put
now?
your fingers like that on it. Yeah. There you
Or
go.
I wanted to
Use
cut it up
the
for
choppers.
you. Here. I wanted to cut it up for you when you're looking fall.
So these ones
Can
are-
I cut the part out?
Yeah, here, right
Out of
here.
all these
Right
things?
here.
Gus, you might want to get a sharper knife.
These are
The
the
green
green-handled
knife
ones.
is sharper. Gus is the oldest. He is going to be 9 this summer. And Babette is 6 and Freddie is 3.
On the top.
And my sculptures are available on my Instagram, and I have a website, hanarucker.com. And I just sell them. If you message me, I'll bring it. I'll ship it to you, sell it to you,
Yeah.
whatever you want. I'll make you. I made bookends for some people the other day.
So I'm going to kind of dice these up.
Up.
Because we're,
Are you going to do a quesadilla tutorial?
Oh yeah, do a quesadilla.
yeah, I mean, it's not that fancy, but the kids were telling me that I should probably have it on the menu at the restaurant, right?
I heard Babette say they were burned a little bit.
Today?
No, the other day.
They were the other day, but it was the only last tortilla we had, and you know what? I figure her head's in the clouds most of the time anyway, so.
Yeah, she was definitely on a different planet.
Was yesterday? Was I here?
I don't know. Those are looking good, though, Chef Gus. How come you never cook with us, man? You're like, you really know what's
You know,
going on.
Babette is not into her Instagram anymore. She's into TikTok now, but none of us know how to use TikTok. So we're Googling, trying to Google how to do it.
TikTok is so different than Facebook.
Yeah, we can't quite figure it out, but she says she's into TikTok now. She's moved on.
Is there any other questions about that?
Does anyone? Oh, okay. So I have a couple questions. Brooke Goldberg emailed, and she said she was doing that, the pickling stuff in for the onions,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted to know, like, is there an issue cooking acidic stuff in a cast iron pan? Because
Not that I know.
okay.
But I bet Michael or someone from Finex might be watching and they could answer on there.
Yeah, maybe. What could you do with lamb tails?
Do you have, whoever asked, do they have lamb tails?
Do you have lamb tails, Sprout? Can you make this cake vegan?
I don't know.
The olive oil cake?
It has eggs in it.
Yeah, I mean, you need the eggs for sure.
If you're, I'm sure you can make a vegan olive oil cake
Dad,
if you just
I finished.
Google vegan olive oil cake. Something will come up.
Yeah, we don't
Or
really
you
know
can just
vegan
make
recipes.
an olive oil cake and just melt at the eggs and see how it turns out.
Yeah, interesting.
remember
Okay,
when-
so Sprout does have lamb tails. What would you recommend?
I've never made them, but I'm interested to try.
What if you did like a bourguignon with them or something?
Is there much meat on them? Ask Sprout if
Oh,
there's
Dad,
meat on them.
for one of the
You can ask.
shows,
He's watching right now.
Can you make rabbit? I love rabbit.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so I got this honey. This is the raw blackberry honey from Jacobson again. And I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of it in this pan.
Should I pour it on?
Do you want me to come over there?
Yeah.
Are you gonna move over there?
Yeah, let's do it. A little bit more of this vanilla.
Vanilla. Yummy, yummy.
I'm actually going to throw just a little wild card in here. It's not written down, but
Wait, what's wild card?
It's like something different from the
remember from
recipe.
America's Got Talent? So we have just a touch of this. I'm just going to throw a splash in there. We'll cook the alcohol out of it, but it'll provide a nice flavor.
How much meat is on these lamb tails, Sprout? Any other food or cooking related tattoos? Pretty much all of them.
I don't know. Do I have some?
You have butter.
Oh, yeah.
You have canned sardines.
Yeah, I've got